It was a year ago that the investigative team filed a grand jury petition with the chief judge in Genesee County, which was granted. Then the grand jury listened to all the evidence, which got us to this point. The grand jury process began in January 2020, 7 months after the first round of criminal charges were dropped. Continuing our team coverage now, ABC 12's Ann Perrette joining us live from downtown Flint. Ann, do we have any idea just how much this second investigation would cost taxpayers?
I asked that question to the investigative team this morning and did not get a direct answer. Now, we know that taxpayers footed the bill the first time around. That investigation beginning in January of 2016. 3 years later, the new team took over in 2019 when a new attorney general took office, and they made sure to point out today that they chose to use that grand jury process because it would be the most effective use of the taxpayers' dollars.
People need to understand there will be no preliminary examinations on the felony charges. Those cases will go directly to circuit court.
If you can remember, the previous 15 cases took quite some time to make their way through the court system due to those preliminary exams. Not only was scheduling an issue, but defense attorneys also had the right to question evidence and testimony throughout the hearings, and they did so repeatedly. 3 cases did make it to trial, but as we know, all pending cases were dropped so the new attorney general's team could start from scratch. Special prosecutor Todd Flood was also fired, in part because Solicitor General Fadwa Hammoud and Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy would cost less.
It was not an outside lawyer that billed by the hour that did this case. This was done by seasoned prosecutors who are on salary and get the same salary whether they worked 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week, and many 90 hours a week. So there was no overtime.
We used those resources to also hire experts, world-renowned doctors in infectious disease, to help us in investigating the Flint Water Crisis, and made sure that we used every resource at our disposal to give them the investigation that they deserved.
Now, 2 years after they took over, 5 years since any investigation into wrongdoing began, when will the city of Flint see justice?
I know that the judges here in this county are committed to doing this as expeditiously and efficiently as they can. It's really an impossible question to answer because of the pandemic.
And another question I asked, is it cost effective to charge the former governor when ultimately he only faces up to 1 year in jail or up to $1,000 fine? That answer coming up tonight at 6. Live in Flint tonight, I'm Ann Perrette, ABC 12 News.
And thanks so much.